Hey y'all, bringing you another reaction vid. This one's to Dorkly. It's another Dragon Ball Z vid. 10 surprising facts you might not have known about DBZ. Now, let's find out if there are things I didn't know about DBZ. Or, whatever. Let's go. Today in Nerd History.
Hey my dudes, today's video is brought to you by Watchable. Watchable is a daily video service that offers the best of the web, including more videos by Dorkly, as well as college humor and other great shows and channels. You can check it out at watchable.com or on the iOS App Store. Hey guys, it's Today in Nerd History. Dragon Ball is epic, and I mean that in the pre-bacon Reddit hyperbole version of the word, and more in the sense that it's tremendous in scope. It's been around forever, and even if you're a super fan, it's been around so long that there's stuff that you probably missed. Here are 10 surprising facts that you probably didn't know about Dragon Ball. Number 10, Goku only killed 2 villains in all of Dragon Ball Z. In a series so laden with fights and, waiting for fights, it's easy to forget that the series' main protagonist rarely actually kills his enemies. In Dragon Ball Z, Goku only kills 2 people. The first was Yakan, a low-level mini-boss whose gimmick was devouring energy. The real biggie here was the first time Goku demolished Kid Buu with a spirit bomb, marking the only time that a spirit bomb was actually good for something beyond stretching the episode count. Number 9, Dragon Balls are based on a really messed up myth. It's well known within anime circles that Dragon Ball is loosely based on the centuries-old tale Journey to the West. The titular spheres are actually inspired by an old novel series from the 1800s that's roughly translated as the 8-Dog Chronicles. In the original story, there are 8 crystal balls which were created when a princess had sex with her father's dog. When asked why there are 7 instead of 8 Dragon Balls, series creator Akira Toriyama stated that he didn't want to have the same number of balls as the story where the dog has sex with a human woman who goes on to give birth to jewelry. Go figure. Number 8, you'll probably know more about Dragon Ball than the creator of Dragon Ball. There wouldn't be Dragon Ball without Akira Toriyama. However, after decades on the job and hundreds of pages of the manga, you can't blame the guy for spacing on some of the details. For instance, Toriyama admitted in an interview that he forgot that Super Saiyan Form 2 was even a thing. In his mind, it jumped straight from 1 to 3. The guy also forgot Android 18's hair color, drawing her with purple hair in promo art for the comeback movie Battle of Gods. Worse, he entirely forgot the character Launch existed at all, who was a major character in Dragon Ball prior to Raditz arrival. When Dragon Ball Z rolled around, Launch snuck into a few scenes, but eventually disappeared. Toriyama's explanation? I forgot! Number 7, episodes looked wildly different depending on the animator. Because of budget and time restraints and, all sorts of other stuff, different episodes get handed to different animation teams. You might not have noticed it back then, but there's a big difference between epic flowing hair Vegeta and clearly has a cocaine problem Vegeta. Number 6, tons of differences between the anime and manga. Changes are inevitable when you're adapting the page to the screen, but Toriyama was still drawing new pages of the manga as the anime was catching up. They never pulled a Game of Thrones and jumped ahead of the books, so instead they just had to come up with ways to expand and stretch the story, which is how 5 Minutes Until Namek Explodes became a 6-hour mini-series, and why we got the episodes where Goku and Piccolo get their driver's licenses, which has absolutely no bearing on the rest of the series, but it's still pretty awesome. Ever notice how in the show Piccolo has 5 fingers, but in the manga he only has 4? Imperfect Cell also had his fingers up for the anime. Even Boo gets the 5-finger mark up, because in the manga he's just got these weird meat hooks. But maybe the most surprising and the most baffling change?
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It's over 8,000.
8,000. 8. Ow. Number 5, almost every single character has a pun for a name. Goku's real name is Kakarot, which is a carrot. Vegeta is short for vegetable, Raditz is short for radish, and so on and so on and so on. And as far as the word Saiyan, or Saiyajin as it is in Japanese, Seiya is a syllable swap for Yasei, which means vegetables. Number 4, the Japanese government funded a DBZ movie. Battle of the Gods was produced with the help of a Japanese government grant for 50 million yen. But I guess this isn't surprising for a country that's looking to spend $1 billion to build a working Gundam. Number 3, hilarious bootleg Dragon Ball Z movies from the early 90s. Toriyama did not sanction the Korean movie Dragon Ball Fight Son Goku, Win Son Goku, or the Taiwanese movie Dragon Ball The Magic Begins, but they did make it into the world anyway. They're dubiously in the so bad it's good category, but we can all probably agree that these bootleg films are still far superior to the celluloid plague that is Dragon Ball Evolution. Ha! I am strong! Number 2, Goku's American voice voice actor once fainted from screaming too hard. Anyone who's tried to power up by screaming knows that yelling at the top of your lungs alone in your room can really take it out of you. So it shouldn't be too surprising that long-term Goku actor Sean Schimmel screamed so hard that he passed out. It was the transformation to Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball GT that did him in. Schimmel is living proof that no matter how hard you scream, you'll just never become a Super Saiyan. But you know, that shouldn't stop you from trying. Go ahead, I'll wait. Wow! Didn't work. Number 1. The Super Saiyan form was invented to save time. In the manga, Goku has jet black hair that turns blonde in Super Saiyan form. But in the manga, blonde is represented by white space. As it turns out, the Super Saiyan hairstyle was designed that way because filling in all of Goku's hair with solid black ink took too much extra time. So who knows what Super Saiyans would have looked like in DBZ if they had been created in the age of Photoshop and the fill-in paint bucket tool.
That was pretty cool. Some of that I didn't know, some of that I didn't know. Definitely glad that I didn't have to watch a dog having sex with a woman for this. But you let me know what you thought in the comments below. And I will be seeing you guys around. Like, share, and subscribe.